buy some Ripple. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Crypto Love special edition today because it's Wednesday. Today we're talking about Ripple. And why? Well, special request by my man Sabo Beats. He has been saying swell by Ripple, swell by Ripple, swell by Ripple, hashtag swell by Ripple. So today we're going to learn about what is Ripple and why is it so important? And is it really a deal with the devil? Well, let's find out. So, I had the Ripple website up on my browser, but it was just absolutely tanking the processing power on my computer. I don't get why these websites do this stuff. Like, I think it's all those connected dots and whatever. But, so, we'll kind of skip around. We'll go do whatever. But to begin with, announcing Swell by Ripple. Now, October 16th to 18th in Toronto, there's a conference where Ripple is announcing Swell, which some suspect is about Ripple being in South Korea because this is kind of shaped like North and South Korea. Maybe I'll show you a map. All right, but that is going to be big because there's these two fellas here. All right, Dr. Ben Bernanke, who saw us into the last economic recession of 2008, the banks crashing, and Sir Tim Berners-Lee, the inventor of the World Wide Web. Now, some people don't like Ripple because it's involved with banks, myself included. It makes me kind of skeptical about getting involved with Ripple. However, other people think that Ripple is one of the best cryptocurrency investments because it is being involved with the banks. Now, if you guys don't remember the last time we really trusted the banks, we had financial collapse, scandal, and basically just worldwide economic collapse because some dudes at the bank wanted to like snort cocaine or blow it into some girl's butthole, whatever they did. All right. So let's take a look at Ripple and then we can discuss. To begin with, looking at CoinMarketCap today on September 27th, 2017, Ripple is up 12.71%. It's seeing a little bit of a surge. Now, is this like are people hearing about Swell by Ripple and they're buying? Maybe. I mean, I was thinking about buying some more Ripple and then I saw the price go up and I'm like, oh, man. Truth be told, I do own some Ripple, mostly because I love the Grateful Dead song Ripple. Has nothing to do with the banks, has nothing to do with the currency. But I've considered buying some more because it could be a great investment, and I'll go into that why later. Now, if we take a look at what Ripple's been doing, now this is over the past 4 or 5 months since June, and actually let's go out a little bit more than that. So basically, Ripple was like dirt cheap way back here, okay? And then in April we saw a little jump, then we had the altcoin bubble. I mean, it skyrocketed, boom, all the way up to 24,000 Satoshis. Now, it is back down at almost 5,000 Satoshis. And so that is quite a pullback. Might be a good price. If we take a look, now these lines here, these are the, we have the 200-day in the red, the 100-day in the yellow, and the 50-day in the green, the moving averages. So if we take a look at that, Ripple is down below all of the moving averages. And really, up until yesterday, it was down pretty low. We could throw some Bollinger Bands on there, and right now it's a bit outside of the Bollinger Bands, I think. I believe it might be a bit overbought. Let's take a look, see what's happening. Oh, it's towards the upper end of it. So it's getting bought up. And I wonder why it's getting bought up, because maybe there's a huge surge. I mean, if we take a look at this, there's like at least 4 or 5 times increase from the largest height. Now, additionally, there's a little bit of an uptick right here around August 24th-ish, 21st, 24th. That was when the announcement about Swell by Ripple came out. And so why is Swell by Ripple going to be such a big thing? Well, like I said, it's going to be in Toronto, October 16th to 18th. And it's got Ben Bernanke and Tim Berners-Lee. Now that in itself is cool. But what else is going on in Toronto at that time, you might be asking? Well, if you dig a little bit deeper, CoinDesk has this article about this CBOS Killer Conference. And for those of you who don't know what CBOS is all the people you want to meet in one place. I mean, not all the people that I want to meet in one place, but if you're like a banker, if you like doing quaaludes on yachts and banging multiple girls, then maybe all the people you want to meet in one place. You know, that is sounding good. Maybe it's the people that I want to meet in one place. But anyways, CBOS is the world's premier financial services event. CBOS is the annual conference, exhibition, and networking event organized by Swift for the financial industry. So Swift is basically Ripple's competition. They do global payment processing. Ripple apparently is going to do a lot better than them. And they're having their conference in Toronto from October 16th to 19th. Same time as the Swell by Ripple announcement. So that could be, we could see some major bridging between Ripple and these other banks. And that's why it could be important. Now that we're ready to tank the processing power on my somewhat old computer, let's go take a look at Ripple. You know, if you've been watching this more than one day, that I do harp on websites. Ripple has a pretty nice website, and we're going to go through it before it tanks my processor. So, if you take a look at their website, RippleNet is the world's only enterprise blockchain solution for global payments. Now, basically, they are solving a really crucial problem in banking. And the problem is that up until now, banking technology sucks. All right? It's slow, it's expensive, it's unreliable, it's just plain unacceptable. And we're not going to stand for it. And so they're solving that problem with RippleNet. So RippleNet has some speed. You can trace what's going on. It's cheap. And they say it's better than any blockchain. I don't know. We'll see. But it's doing pretty well. It's in the top 5 cryptos. So, you know, maybe they know what they're talking about. Now, they have a growing global network. Lots of banks, like the biggest bank in Abu Dhabi. Hello. And also India and all these other places they have banks. But if we take a look at these names, these are some names that we've heard. So, or at least that I've heard. Santander, UBS, RBC, and I'm sure they'll get more banks as they go, especially at this CBOS conference. They're probably going to meet up with new banks, you know, take them out, buy them some meals with Ripple, and then they'll be bank buddies. Now, Ripple currently has 3 solutions. One is the Xcurrent, which they use to process global payments for their customers. So that's cool because fast transactions across the globe. You know, if you've ever tried to transfer money from one place to another, it takes forever. This is a lot faster, instantaneously, and cheap. And then they have XVIA, which is for businesses to be able to do that stuff. So businesses work globally now. That's going to be great for businesses. And then they have this XRapid thing. I don't understand too much of liquidity. If you guys want to tell me what's up with that down below, I encourage you to do so. And then they have their news reports. But overall, a nice website. Now, the other thing I want to do is take a look at this XRP overview. So XRP is the digital asset for payments, right? And I think this is probably what was killing it. So this little illustration, dude, just tanking my computer. But anyways, it's built for enterprise, offers banks and payment providers reliable, on-demand options to source liquidity for cross-border payments. Sometimes I wonder if we're just doing story time here. Like, I go to a website, I read it to you, but I don't think so. We're doing more. They have some use cases, all right? This is where it gets interesting. So XRP, apparently much faster than Ethereum, much, much faster than Bitcoin, and eons faster than traditional systems. So that's one area where they have something going for them. Also scalable. I mean, they have a much bigger pyramid than Ethereum or Bitcoin. And I don't know about you guys, but I read Pyramid Power, I read Chariots of the Gods, and pyramids are pretty important. So they have the biggest pyramid, and the biggest pyramid wins. But scalability. So they can handle a lot more transactions, almost like Visa. That's going for them. They're distributed across like 14 networks. Okay, there's probably like 14 nodes. That's a blockchain, all right. Fast as can be. But they're distributed with validators. And, you know, they've been around for a while, since 2012. The price is just going up. I mean, yesterday it was like 18 cents. Today it's 21 cents. Who knows? It's going to be 40 cents before long. And then I'll sell my position, and then I'll make some money. But that's pretty much it about Ripple. So let's talk about Ripple. Let's get real. It's a tough one. I think Ripple is good to make money on, potentially good as a long-term investment, potentially good as a hedge against what's happening with Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, all of that. I don't really like Ripple because it's involved in the banks, in scandal, in all of that stuff. However, am I angry at banks because they've done me wrong? No, I wasn't really involved in that whole banking collapse, whatever. Have banks treated me poorly? Nah, I have a pretty good bank. I kind of like them. They're friendly. It's not one of the big ones like U.S. Bank or Bank of America or any of those nasty devils. So I think a lot of the banking that I don't like is just kind of societal things that they put down on me. And furthermore, you know, if there was no banking collapse in 2008, we might not have Bitcoin. We might not have cryptos. So some of us might not be Bitcoin millionaires. Not myself yet. I'm just waiting for you guys to donate Bitcoin to me. Then I'll be a Bitcoin millionaire. But, you know, wink, wink. But, you know, is Ripple evil? That, I don't know. I think they're trying to solve a very legitimate problem. And they have a working business plan. They have a good website. They have a usable crypto, usable token. So those are all things that I look for in a good crypto to buy. Also, they're in the top 5. All right, where are they today? They're number 3. They're in the top 3. They're getting bronze. Okay, they're still getting a medal at the Olympics. You know, and they always say you want to go for whoever's in 3rd place because they're just like so happy to get on the podium, right? So, am I going to buy some Ripple? Maybe if the price drops down a little bit more. You know, taking a look at it, I might consider getting in. I was going to buy some more back when it was down here, about 4,600 Satoshis. Now it's at 5,100 Satoshis. If it comes back down to around 4,600 Satoshis, somewhere around there, I might buy some more Ripple because I have a feeling, I mean, there's a pretty good chance. Stealing. That's my dog. Just give it a second. All right. Now, I may buy some more Ripple because there's a pretty good chance if we take a look at the chart all the way out here. All right. We have a peak here just from the news of Swell of 6,900 Satoshis. Okay. So that's like a 50% boost. But then back in May, that was at 21,000 Satoshis. I mean, could you imagine if it goes up there? Could you imagine if it goes halfway up there to these peaks right here? It seems like there's some resistance right here about 1,400 Satoshis. So even there, it would be a great buy, a good time to cash out. Put your gains into Bitcoin. However, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you what to do with your money. Ripple, it's just so hard. I mean, if I did not know it was involved in banks, if there was not all that stigma, I would be all about Ripple. I would be balls deep in Ripple. However, because of the banks, I just have to say, I don't really know. You do your homework. You figure it out for yourself. But I want to know, what do you guys think about Ripple? Do you think it's really going to go up? Do you think it's just kind of a coin to stay away from? Are you just too angry at banks to get involved with Ripple? I mean, what's going on for you? I'd love to hear it. Let's see where this goes. And then I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace.